shot. Wow, another strike from outside the box. A venomous finish.
Harris chips it in. What a goal from St. Louis.
It's been an incredible season of MLS Next Pro. The season finale of the report comes to you from the Queen City. I'm Michelle Montaigne. Despite just one match week to go, Decision Day is upon us and we have 12 teams vying for just 6 playoff spots. Now that said, match week 29 did paint a clearer picture of who's going to be playing and hosting this postseason. And that starts with North Texas SC. With the team's shootout win over SKC2, they clinched the #1 overall seed in the playoffs, meaning if they win out, they'll have home field advantage throughout the playoffs and would play host to the MLS Next Pro Cup if they make it that far. And while that remains a potential opportunity for them, Michel Garbini is still focused on the lessons they need to get to that point.
A lot of lessons to learn today, especially for the players, for the coaching staff. We still have a lot of work to do. Our job is not done yet. We're gonna do everything to fix it. Our problem is minimize all the bad mistakes we have been doing and make sure that in the playoffs we gotta be ready.
Entering Decision Day, North Texas has managed to put together the second best record of all time in MLS Next Pro. With 15 wins, just 4 losses, and 6 shootout wins and 8 regulation ties, they trail only Crown Legacy and Colorado Rapids 2 in total points accumulated during a season. Further cementing the Western Conference playoff picture, Vancouver Whitecaps FC2 clinched their spot in the postseason thanks to results elsewhere around the league. The Young Caps have managed double-digit wins en route to their first ever MLS Next Pro playoff appearance. They're holding strong to the 7th spot in the table, which means entering Decision Day, only one playoff spot remains in the Western Conference. Real Monarchs currently holds a 1-point advantage over Dynamo Dos and reigning champions Austin FC2. SKC2 and Timbers 2 round out the teams in the hunt. So let's take a look at the Decision Day schedule. All 7 Western Conference matches will be kicking off at 4 o'clock Eastern, starting with Austin FC2 trying to make it back to the postseason, taking on the Town FC. Dynamo Dos will be playing Whitecaps FC2. North Texas SC taking on Minnesota United FC2. SKC2 taking on LAFC2. St. Louis City takes on Tacoma. Then you have Rapids 2 and Timbers 2 going head-to-head. And finally, Real Monarchs trying to hang on to that last playoff spot, taking on Ventura County. All but one of these games has implications for the postseason picture.
Defense group over long periods of time. Philly now threatening once again. Into the box, shot taken and scored!
Kevin Sullivan scores!
We all know Union 2's Kevin Sullivan is one of the brightest young stars in the league, but match week 29 might have seen him make his biggest mark with the club yet. Just one day after his 15th birthday, he kick-started the comeback for a 2-1 win over Atlanta United 2, and with the victory kept Philly's hopes alive of finishing the season at the top of the Eastern Conference. Union 2 already clinched a playoff spot on match week 28, but there is so much more at stake, including home field advantage throughout the Eastern Conference playoffs. After going down 1-0, things did not look great for them. That was until Eddie Davis and Kevin Sullivan combined for the game-tying goal, followed by the stoppage time winner from CJ Olney that would seal the deal for the home squad and catapult them up to the first spot in the East. Meanwhile, the bottom of the Eastern Conference remains wide open. This past match week, no teams were able to qualify for a playoff spot. Independent team Chattanooga FC came in clutch on the road with a 5-1 victory over Toronto FC2, and much to the delight of the traveling Chattahooligans, they got to see their team live to fight another day. Which brings us to a look at the Eastern Conference bracket entering Decision Day. Inter Miami 2, NYCFC 2, and Crown Legacy all enter the final day of the regular season with 45 points in spots 4 through 6 respectively. Fire 2 sits one spot behind with 44 points, and Carolina Core holds the final spot above the playoff line despite sharing 43 points on the season with Chattanooga FC. Crew 2 will look to return to the postseason for the third time in 3 seasons. They will be taking part in one of 7 Eastern Conference games, all kicking off at 1 o'clock Eastern. Crew 2 needs several points in their game against Revs 2. Chattanooga FC will be taking on Red Bulls 2. Then you have Chicago Fire 2 looking to upset 1-seeded Philadelphia Union 2. Crown Legacy FC hosting TFC 2. Carolina Core hosting Inter Miami 2. New York City FC 2 taking on Huntsville City. And finally, Cincinnati taking on Orlando City B. And speaking of FC Cincinnati 2, their remarkable turnaround this year has been incredible to watch. After finishing the first season at the bottom of the Eastern Conference table and then being eliminated from the playoffs early in their second season, they have been almost at the top throughout the entire year in 2024. When we talked to Tyrone Marshall about what has led to this remarkable turnaround in year number 3, here's what he had to say.
Now that the first team, it's in a good place, can we mirror everything that the first team is doing? And once we start doing that, putting stuff in place, we got, Jeff Lorenowitz, who is another key part of the, I think, the environment. Now we have somebody who can go and talk to the first team and kind of that relationship, so to speak, who can sit in the meeting rooms with everyone and kind of be a voice for FCC2. I think having that voice, in turn help us. And then now going out and finding the right pieces that's needed to potentially make that jump from FCC2 into the first team. That just need a few more games here, just a few polishing, so to speak, before they can make that transition. And I think culminate all of that together, that's what I think led to this environment turnaround.
Action.
As a reminder, the MLS Next Pro newsletter will be making its debut soon. You won't want to miss it, so make sure you sign up for it at mlsnextpro.com/newsletter. It'll keep you up to date with all of the latest, such as who's been looking good, aka our monthly award winners for the month of September. It was our final month of the regular season, and a couple teams took full advantage of that. Like our team of the month, Orlando City B, the Lions are coming off an impressive September that led to their second straight playoff berth. They won every game of the month while posting 2 clean sheets in the process. They outscored opponents 11-2 en route to earning the Best Team of the Month honor. One of the main reasons for the scoring frenzy in Orlando, our Player of the Month, OCB's Alex Freeman. The 19-year-old scored in 3 of Orlando City B's 4 matches, including posting a brace in their 4-1 win over Crown Legacy. Freeman now has 7 goals on the season. And speaking of impressive goal scoring, this month's rising star, Eddie Davis, has been doing that all season long. Davis has totaled 13 goals on the season, with 2 coming in the month of September to put him in 4th place in the Golden Boot race.
I mean, obviously it's a great honor. I put in a lot of work this season, but I'm grateful for the guys around me to be setting me up and putting me in those positions to score a bunch of goals and help the team win. We still have a long way to go. Playoffs are coming, but excited to get the honor.
But Davis and co. didn't have to play against our goalkeeper of the month, the Town FC's Emi Ochoa. The 19-year-old posted 3 consecutive clean sheets to close out the month of September, and standing 6'3", his build combined with his athleticism have made him a key to the Town's late season success. Rounding out our awards, the Coach of the Month, Michel Garbini. He's led North Texas SC to not just the best record in the West, but the top spot in MLS Next Pro. Garbini helped the side to 3 wins to go with 2 shootout wins in their 5 games across September.
It's great, I give all the credit for the boys in a sense. So if they don't step in the field and doing the job, something will be impossible to achieve. So very, very happy with the Coach of the Month, but this is not the end. We're still looking for a lot more, and then our job is not done yet.
Let's recap the monthly awards in 2024. 36 awards were handed out, with 18 different teams receiving at least one of those. Carolina Core and Philadelphia Union 2 led the way with 4 awards each, followed by 3 for Orlando City B and Ventura County FC. The remaining 14 teams won at least 1 or 2 monthly awards this 2024 season. And with that, that does it for our first season of The Report. Thank you so much for hanging out with us and tuning in all season long. Up next, Decision Day. FC Cincinnati 2 will be playing their Decision Day match at TQL Stadium. We're set up for one of the most decisive decision days in our young league's existence. Until then, I'm Michelle Montaigne saying thank you and so long from Cincinnati.